What's going on, guys? Welcome to the live stream. Just started the live. Let me know how you guys are doing today. Just setting up the live a little bit here. So we'll take a look here at the markets. I haven't looked at the markets all weekend, so it'll be kind of like a, first impression here from the last 2 days. But what's up, guys? What's up, Steven? Thanks for being my first viewer. Appreciate everyone coming on here. Always great to have you guys and go live. Bitcoin on 117,962, right? So far we're holding this level in that 25 MA, which I talked about last stream. Grizz, what's up, man? How you been? Bro, chart link for me before. I need the best entry price, please. I got you, Steven. I'll take a look at link. It'll be my first altcoin I'll look at here in just a few. Yeah, I'll take a look at it. Just setting up this real quick so we can have a great stream. Don't forget to like, guys. Each like helps a ton. So do not forget to like. I would say once we get to 10 likes, we'll do the crypto market update of the day. So 10 likes and we'll do the crypto market update of the day. And of course, if you guys haven't yet, join BitUnix, the pinned comment in the link in the pinned comment, BitUnix. This is where I do all my leverage trading, low leverage, right? And each month, if you use my link, you'll get a future deposit. Okay, so definitely check it out in the pinned comment. KYC free and VPN free. All right. Rick, what's up, Rick? Just waiting a little bit here before, so we can get more people in the live stream. Bitcoin on 117K, about to hit 118. Let's take a look here on the daily, see how we're looking here. So yeah, I would say we're still in this, rising wedge here. Right, we're holding this pretty well. So, like I said last stream, we're holding that 25 MA right here, as you can see. And I told you, right, as long as we hold that 25 MA, which we have been, we're not gonna dump down here to 115, which is that 50. Doesn't mean we can't. It's just that we're holding it pretty well. Our weekend is great, bro. Making money and relaxing. Still buying before we pump more. How was your weekend? What's something you did that was fun, man? Wow, that's awesome, Steven. I'm happy. And, I would say the same thing. I've been relaxing. I've been accumulating as well, just like you. I think what I did that was fun this weekend was the fantasy football. I do both. I do like a soccer fantasy for like EPL, the English Premier League, which started this weekend with my friends. And it's like a pay. I created my own league, which is like an entry dollar, $20, and then the winner wins like 140. So that's what I've been doing. It's pretty fun. And then I have another league that I'm gonna start for the NFL in September. So that out of crypto, I would say that's what I like to do on the weekends, especially. But yeah, Bitcoin holding the 25 pretty good. As long as we hold out, we're good. Let's take a look here at link here for Steven. Let's see how the link is looking. We already got 20 people. Thank you guys for the likes. 5 likes, only halfway there. Once we get to 10 likes, we'll do a crypto market update of the day. Let's take a look at Link, the first altcoin we're looking at here. And man, Link bounced off pretty well. This is a coin you want to buy in the dip, right? We actually came down to 21 bucks, as you can see right here. So, this is a good bounce here for Chainlink. We are back. If we close here on the monthly, this is gonna be the highest closing monthly since 2021, right? Because the last, February this year, we closed here around 25, 23. So we're above it right now. So I do believe by the end of this month, we'll have the highest monthly close for Chainlink since 2021, which is amazing. This is a great chart here. Now, if you do pull back, right, because you're looking for an entry, I would say 25 is still a great price, right? We don't know if we're going to have another pullback here for Chainlink, especially the markets take off tomorrow or this week. You know, this was a good pullback already, but yeah, I mean, you know, if you do pull back, you'd be lucky to catch Chainlink here back at around 23 bucks, right? Around 23 here somewhere. I'll say that would be a good price point if we do have that pullback. But I mean, Chainlink is looking pretty strong. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so if you have that pullback here, 24 to 23 level, the 4 hour, the 25 is probably gonna catch up with that. So yeah, you there, my friend? Go work. What's up, Thanos? What's up, man? Debbie, what's up, Debbie? Hello, new here and liking your honest take on the charts. Open, giving us newbies insight. Thank you. Wow, I really appreciate that, Debbie. And if you're new, welcome. You know, I do crypto live streams all the time like this, and you know, I just like you said, I just give you my honest opinion on the charts and from my perspective, right? But thank you, Debbie. No pullback in sight. Yeah, I mean, like we already had a big pullback for Chainlink here, right, to 21 bucks right here. So if we're lucky, we'll get a pullback to 23 bucks if the market pulls back.
New subscriber.
Thank you for the subscriptions. So, you know, yeah, 24, 23 bucks for Chainlink. Honestly, I would say under 30 bucks. I think under 30 bucks is still a good price to accumulate Chainlink. I see this coin going much higher this bull market, so hasn't really exploded yet. It's still in this channel, and once it explodes, it's gonna be above 30 bucks to 50, and then 100. Right. But again, Bitcoin back to 118K. Look at that, guys. Just because I got on the live stream. Every time I go live, Bitcoin goes up, and we're back at 118K. And like I said 2 days ago when I went live, I told you guys, there's a lot of people asking me, oh, are we going down? Are we going up? Are we bearish? And I said we're looking more bullish than bearish right now because we're holding that 25 MA, right? So, you know, as long as we're holding that, we're pretty good. You can see right here on the daily. So that 25 on the daily, holding it pretty well. If you do lose that, there's a possibility we'll come here to that 50, around 115K, maybe 116 depending on the time frame. But you know, at the moment we're kind of in this rising wedge here for Bitcoin. Rick says AVAX. Franklin, what's up, Franklin? Thanks for coming to the live stream. Junaid and Ashley Carter say AVAX. Oh, guys, I'm gonna check out. Okay, I'll check out AVAX and say next. We got 11 likes. Let's go, guys. Thank you guys for 11 likes. Let's do the crypto market update of the day here. Thank you guys for the likes. And yeah, let's check out the daily here. Let's see how we're looking here on the daily on this Sunday. And man, Hex is up 18%. Up 18%, and Chainlink up 13%. So Hex and Chainlink, the biggest gainers here. PLS, Pulse Chain, 8%, and then we have Arbitrum at 9%. So, you know, pretty good bounces here for these coins. Injective up pretty well too. Right? Well, Pulse X is actually right here. So a lot of coins up pretty well today, and Say up pretty well too. Pump Coin. So Pump Coin was a coin that I bought a ton of. I'm already up a good amount. I'm not buying any more of it, but I am bullish on it. And it was a risk, right? Because I bought it when it came out and it had that dump and it was kind of flat for a little bit. That's when I started buying. So I'm happy I got pumped. Virtual's up 9%. And man, let me tell you, Aerodrome every day has just been up. It's been positive every single day. So Aerodrome at 144 and Chainlink at 25 bucks. So looking good here for entering into this week, this new week for Monday. And then at the top 200 here, we got a bunch of coins here. Brett's starting to move up. Useless down a ton here, 9%. Cubic down a ton. But we're looking pretty good here in the top top 100. Let me see on the weekly. OKB on the weekly, 158%. Wow. And like I said, Aerodrome on the weekly is great. Link is great on the weekly, 13%. And Cardano, can't ignore Cardano, up 20% on the weekly. Injective up 9% too. So looking pretty good, guys. We're looking pretty good despite this pullback. Pump also 19% on the weekly. So thank you, guys. So let's check out AVAX here. I'll check out all your favorite coins. And appreciate the likes. We already got 43 people. Let's go, guys. You guys are killing it. Appreciate everyone on here. And again, if you're new to me, put the notification bell. I make videos, I make shorts, and I go live. I'm very active here on YouTube, and I post crypto only. All right. So I'm liking AVAX here on the daily, right? Because we had the nice bounce here on the 50 MA. Right here when the AVAX came down here to the higher low here at the 20 bucks. Beautiful bounce at the 50 MA right there. And now we're holding that 25. And not just that, we got the golden cross for AVAX right there. So on the daily, the 25 crossing the 200 MA, golden cross. We bounced on the 50, putting in that higher low. Okay, so AVAX is setting itself up to really explode here very soon from what I'm seeing here. It really is. It just hasn't exploded yet, right? It hasn't moved. But I believe, just like I said, Cardano was going to start to move because it's a layer 1. I believe AVAX will start to move next. And that's what I'm getting here from the charts, right? We had a nice double bottom, kind of like an Adam and Eve sort of, right? We have that sharp drop and then a rounding out here. And now we're getting here to the top of the range. Heavy resistance here around 20, 26, 27. And once we break that, I would say that the target here is that 250 MA, the 200 MA at 32, right around 32, 30 bucks. Okay. But again, we kind of have a scenario where we do have that breakout for AVAX, right? Boom. And then we hit 30 and then we pull back to that 50 MA and then bounce on the 50 MA on the weekly, which might be around 26, 27 around that time, right? Maybe 25. I don't know. But again, I'm liking AVAX. I think this is a good coin here that it looks like it has bottomed, in my opinion. Of course, nothing here is financial advice, just my opinion. But I'm liking what I'm seeing here for AVAX. And on the monthly, we're in that 618, right? We're pulling back here into the 618. That's what you want to see. And we're building support and strength right there. So there you go. AVAX pretty good. Let's take a look here at SCALP, which is up pretty good here on the day. Let's take a look at SCALP. Hey brother, what is your Alchemy pay crypto? What is this Alchemy? Well, if you guys want to know which coin I'm looking at, it's always right here on the right side. Okay, it has the price and the name of the coin. So this one is SCALP right here, as you can see. Wow, 56 people. Let's go, guys. Amazing. Thank you guys so much. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to like. Each like helps. So SCALP, how is SCALP doing here? SCALP looking great too, right? Beautiful bounce. We're breaking out that 50 MA right there on the weekly. Let me see the daily. Yeah, this is looking pretty good here. I mean, this is kind of an inverse head and shoulders. We're getting that bounce here in the 25. And we were about to get a bearish cross right there, but it looks like we're going to prevent that, right? But this, I mean, look, inverse head and shoulders playing out here, in my opinion, from what I'm seeing here on the daily. And we're bouncing off pretty well here on the 25, right? So we have that bounce here, kind of consolidate sideways, and then really take off to the top here, the top resistance around 38 cents. So I would say that's the next big resistance point. But, you know, I don't see, say, crashing down. I see it pulling back just slightly. But it's looking great. It's looking great. And I'm happy about, say, here on this pullback, right? You can see even here on the 3-day, beautiful bounce off the 25 MA right there. So again, these are the coins you want to be buying because these coins, they're building momentum. They're looking great on the charts. They're bouncing off. They're not just down here, just flat, and you know, just like that, putting in new lows. We have that momentum to the upside, right? And we're kind of this like parabola momentum to the upside right here, right? This parabola move, so parabola curve. So I'm liking say, I would say the next target, like I said, is at 38 cents, and then once we break that, around 50 cents around here. So there you go. I want to buy and hold Matic for 1 year. You want to take a look at Matic? That was say, yeah. So again, each coin should be right here on the side. Okay, if you want to know which coin I'm looking at, Suie. All market will pull back. Market's been pulled back. We'll take a look at Suie. Let's see how this coin is doing. Another great coin. And like I said, Suie is just building itself up here in this pennant to really, once it breaks out of this, man, it's gonna be a massive move here. And I'm getting a lot of the things aligning here for $15 Suie. You know, not seeing the top, but you know, we get the measured move from this pennant. It brings me to around above 15 bucks. You also have that my Fibonacci level, 15 to around 25 bucks, right? So I'm very bullish on Suie. I mean, the highest I see it going to, which is a low probability, but if it does go super high, 60 bucks. But again, most likely we'll top out here around 25 to 15 somewhere. Okay. But Suie is looking great. Great chart here, ready to explode. And like I said, once we break out of this pendant, which the top here is around 431. Once we break out of the 430, hold that, and then we're really gonna start to move fast for Suie. So check Matic. Take a look at Matic. Anytime. And thank you guys for the likes. If you guys are new, and by the way, guys, stay tuned because I'm gonna give you guys here a code for the people that haven't don't know my code yet for a good cold storage wallet. So if you're looking for a good cold storage wallet, I recommend Tangem and Keystone. I actually have the Keystone right here. I'll tell you why I recommend them. But I'm gonna give you guys a code, 5% and 10% off for either both. Okay. But man, I just set up my Keystone. And let me tell you, it's a great wallet. I have it right here. Okay. Let me turn it on. I gotta hold it to turn it on. Let me hold it. But yeah, it has a camera in the back and it has a fingerprint thing. But this was cool too. Look, when you turn it on, it verifies the firmware. So it's a great wallet, man. Honestly, I might have it as my favorite wallet next to Trezor, to be honest, because of the security. So then you put in your PIN. Doing it right here. There you go. And I got it right here. Okay. It has a lot of coins. It has you can connect to a bunch of wallets. So it has literally all like the coins possible. But I'll give you guys a code very, very soon for it after we take a look here on Matic. So Matic, man, Matic is down a ton here. It doesn't mean you can't make money with this, but don't expect Matic to come back to $3, right? Don't have a lot of expectation for this coin because it's below its bear market lows of 2022. So it's in a position where not a lot of coins are. So it's very bearish. But again, doesn't mean, during altcoin season, doesn't mean this coin can't run and give you some X's. It's at 24 cents right now, right? If we can come up here to maybe $1, there'll be a couple X's. I honestly think, I don't have any Matic. I would stay away from Matic, but if you want to risk it, right? If you want to have some Matic because it's just down so much and you believe it'll come up here, I would say this is around the time to buy, right? It's been in this level here for 5 months. We're starting to move up here. Maybe if you want to be safe, maybe wait for this month to close here. If we get a close here above 23 cents, then we're looking good for us to start pulling up here to 29, 30 cents Matic, and then possibly 44 cents Matic, right? But all I'm saying for Matic holders, guys, is that if we're near the the end of the bull market. We're getting all the signals, and Matic is maybe around here at 60, 68 to $1. Don't be holding Matic for it to go to all-time highs, because that might be the top. That might be where it tops out. Okay, so that's all I'm saying. You want to be very active with this coin and understand the situation. All right. Hello, Zayd. I do have a job, buddy. How about you find a job instead of waste your time here? You know, wasting your time on hating on people streaming. But yeah, you know, the code for this, if you guys want to get the code for Keystone 3 Pro, it's code Lewis, so just LUIS, and I'll post the link here. I'm gonna tell you why I love the Keystone. Number one, it's open source, so it's super safe. You want to buy a cold storage wallet that's open source because everyone can look at the code and see if there's any backdoors or anything shady. Okay, that's why open source is very important. So I just put, well, let me put the link to Keystone. And number two, it has 3-element chips. Most cold storage wallets only have one. Actually, this is like the only one that has 3-element chips. And basically, the element chips are like a security feature, just in case someone's trying to hack it or you know, do certain things with it. It's very, very good for it to have 3-element chips. And I'll tell you the third reason right here. Let me post the link. So I posted the link right there for Keystone. And then another good thing, guys, is that you can actually have up to 3 accounts. So you can have up to like 3 seed phrases. It also allows Shamir backup, which is just more secure way of securing your crypto. And it's air gapped, so meaning like when you send crypto, you use the camera to send with the QR code. What I like about it is that it's a hybrid, so you can actually connect it. So like when there's updates, usually air gapped wallets, you use the SD card, which this one does have. But if you don't want to do that, right, if you have a safe PC and all that, you can actually just connect it and update it like that, or connect it to other wallets. But again, I've been using it here for the last couple days. It's a great wallet, and it literally supports all the coins you could think of because it has connection to all the wallets. So like MetaMask, Rabby, Sparrow, OKX, all the wallets has connection to them. So great wallet. Have you done Doge yet? Not yet. I'll take a look at Doge. What's up, Dark? Haven't taken a look at ETH either, but we'll take a look at it. Bitcoin coming back to 118. Breaking Pepe coin is burning heavy this week. The price may explode. Mega bull. Pepe may come collect on the spot and get rich. Really? So Pepe is burning coins this week, like the official Pepe coin. Oh man, spread the love. So Lewis is cool. He does a great job. Thank you, Steven. I appreciate it. And look, I do have a job. I have a full-time job. I do a ton of overtime, and I still make a ton of content, and I still go live stream. Okay, so anytime, Josh, anytime. So hey, let's take a look at ETH here. Let's see if we can start making a way here for 4,700. Look, like I said, guys, for ETH, we need to pull back for us to be healthy. I know that's kind of like counterintuitive, but getting a pullback here to at least 4,100 would be very ideal for ETH and overall this market. Because if you don't get that pullback here, we might top out below 11k ETH, in my opinion. So just think of it as this pullback will kind of catapult us to higher targets for Ethereum. And I believe we will, because this is just a multi-year resistance level for ETH. So it would make sense for us to at least come back here and wick down to 4,100. The ideal price will be around 3,800 level. Okay. So I'm new here. What is your opinion on XLM? I'll take a look on XLM next. I'll give you my opinion, but I do hold it.
New subscriber.
Thank you for subscribing, guys. If you are new, by the way, put the notification bell. I live stream every single day, and I upload videos. So every time I go live, you get a notification. And I do crypto only. So yeah, I mean, ETH looking very strong, right? We're on the 4 hour. The 4 hour is key here for ETH. You want to watch the 4 hour here for the next coming hours, days. Because this pullback, we bounced on the 50 MA here on the 4 hour. And now we're kind of just ping-ponging here before the 25, between the 25 and 50. You see that? So we're coming to a point here where ETH is going to have to make a decision to the upside, break that 25, or to the downside, break that 50. So it's kind of, it's very situational for ETH right now, right? We want to see what happens here. If we break that 25 MA, then we're probably going to move up here to 4,600, 650 level. If not, then we'll probably come here to 4,300 level. Okay, so the 4 hour is key for ETH. That's what I would say. All right. So let's take a look here at XLM for MJabs. Thanks for finding my channel. I don't know how you found my channel, but I'm happy you did. And this is why I go live stream too, for a lot of new people finding my channel or new people coming into the crypto space. When you get a chance, can you look at Zepic? Where do you think it can go this altcoin season? Not financial advice. Yeah, I got you. I'll take a look at Zepic for you, Debbie. Can you do Arrow USD analysis? So like Forex. I need it to bounce up big fast or I lose 8K. Really? Is it like options or something? Like a contract? But yeah, ETH is kind of situational right now. I don't know if it's going to bounce up fast. I mean, if it does break that 25, it can bounce up. So look, honestly, I'm bullish on XLM. I have a long on XLM. Like low leverage, long-term long. And I do hold a lot of XLM. I hold more XRP, but I'm very bullish on XLM. You know, this is a coin that has been looking great on the charts we see here. If we do break this, I mean, there's a chance we can come here to that 25. So maybe we might come down to 39, 38, 40 cents XLM. I could see that happening. Okay, putting in a higher low here. So yeah, I do see more downside for XLM. It's holding that 25 right now, but you know, to me, this is bearish price action here. I can see this breaking down here and coming to that 39, 40 cents level. But long term, I'm bullish on XLM. I'm probably going to add more to my position if we do pull back here. Thank you for subscribing. Wow, 79 people. Let's go, guys. I don't know when was the last time I got 100 people on YouTube. So shout out to all of you guys on here. Amazing. Amazing. So the next coin I think was Zepic, right? By the way, I'm going to check out all your favorite coins in the live stream. So stay tuned. I'm only one person, but I'll take a look at all your coins. I got you guys. Expires 173 August 22nd. Okay, so August 22nd, man. Yeah, you kind of need ETH to move in the next coming days, right, to the upside. By the way, if you don't mind sharing, where do you do crypto options or crypto contracts? So Zepic, where can Zepic go? You know, this is kind of a hard coin because it's a newer coin, right? We already came here to the target. Let's see right here. Yeah, about right there. So, you know, Zepic, it's a great coin here, right? It pulled back perfectly. Now it's pulling back here. Most likely is going to put in a higher low. You know, maybe you can see some downside here to around that 0.42. But based on Zepic's, you know, price prediction based on Fibonacci, you know, maybe it can come up here to possibly 0.12 or to 0.16, right? For which right now the 0.12 will be a 2x, around a 2x, and then 0.16 will be about a 3x, and then the 618 will be about a 5x here at 0.27. Right, so I don't know if this is going to be the top for Zepic. It's just the next Fibonacci targets if we do have a massive explosion here to kind of, you know, just like we topped out here a little bit, kind of see where we can head up for Zepic. But I am bullish on Zepic. I do hold this coin, and I got into this coin pretty early. I have all the proof. I shared it in the group, and I should have taken profits here. So I got in here. I didn't take profits here. I bought more as it was consolidating here, and then I still haven't taken profits, but I'm long term on Zepic. So like I said, I can see more downside to that 50 MA, so it'd be around 0.041. Okay, so if you dump here for Zepic, don't get scared. We're just dumping down to put in the higher low, possibly on the 50 MA here on the daily at 0.041. So yeah, I'm trying to learn more about definitive edge and why nobody's talking about it. It's a huge pump over the week. What's the tag for? I'll take a look at it. What's the tag? Bitcoin 121, 120K. You think Bitcoin's going to 120 in the next 24 hours? Possibly, right? I mean, we're holding that 25 MA here on the daily, so looking pretty strong. What strategy am I using? For what? I used ETH, ETF, X2 volatile ETF. Oh, okay, so you use the ETF, right? Okay. Yeah, because I used to do options trading, but I see now. Went for $40 to 180. Wow, that's pretty good, and that's great, right? I think crypto coming to the 401k is gonna be huge. I think it's even bigger than the ETFs, because now we're gonna see this $1 trillion market flooding into crypto, right? So I think that's really, really big. And there's a lot of people. I have a 401k, and I wish I could put it all in Bitcoin or, you know, crypto, but I just don't have the option. And what sucks is, like, there's only like a couple funds, right? For at least my 401k, there's only a couple funds, and then to start getting into individual stocks or ETFs or the Vanguard and stuff like that, you need at least 40k, and then you can only put in 25% of that portion, and then there's fees every year, and a fee, a $30 fee every time you put in the trade, like every time you buy something or get out. So it's really awful. Can you check out Cookie? Sure. Thank you, Harley, for coming to the live stream. We got over 22 likes. Amazing. Again, guys, I'm bullish long term. Doesn't mean we can't pull back, but I'm bullish long term, meaning, you know, I'm buying all these pullbacks for a lot of coins. So Cookie kind of bearish right now still, from what I'm seeing here on the daily. Resistance here on the daily, right? Yeah, a lot of resistance here on the daily on that 25 MA, so still kind of bearish. But on the weekly though, again, on the weekly, we're holding that 50, right? We're kind of ping-ponging here between that 50 and 25, so we're holding that 50. You might stay another week here around here and then start to move up. But you can kind of see how we tried to break that 25 on the weekly and we failed, and now we're just hanging on that 50 on the weekly. So it's not completely bearish. It's just that there's probably more downside here right before it really takes off. And you can kind of see the stochastic moving to the downside too. So it's showing the momentum is to the downside. So I mean, we might have a scenario where we have kind of a double bottom here. We come back to these levels here, possibly around 13 cents to, yeah, around 13 cents or here, and retest that here for a double bottom possibly. So yeah, so short term I'm pretty bearish on Cookie. I mean, long term though, the long term is not bad. Long term is not bad. It's just consolidating here, possibly creating a handle, right? Kind of like a massive handle on this cup and handle formation here, right? Until it finds a bottom, puts in the higher low, and then explodes to the upside. So long term, Cookie's not looking too bad. It's just where is it gonna find that handle, right? Where is it gonna find that higher low? I would say maybe in the next coming weeks to a month or so. In fact, where's that 100 MA here? Let me see where the 100 MA. Oh, there's not even a 100 MA yet, because Cookie is so new. But yeah, anytime Edge USD. Okay, it's Edge USD. Doggami. I'll take a look at Doggami. Doggami was one of the coins that was in my top 5 base meme coins I made a top 5 base meme coins video, top 3 base meme coins video, and Doggami's in one of them. Very bullish on Doggami. So yeah, I mean, Edge, yeah, what is this coin? I never heard of it, but it looks great. I mean, this looks like, I don't know how new this coin is. Is this like a newer coin? It came out here 2025 of April. I don't know if this is a new coin, but massive explosion here. All right, so definitely got to research it. Just go all Bitcoin. What's up, Chris? Thanks for coming to the live stream. Doggami. Let's take a look at Doggami. So yeah, Doggami is kind of consolidating here sideways. Right. The good thing about Doggami is that we're not putting new lows here. We're on this, you know, slow uptrend here. What I like about Doggami is that ever since I got listed on Bitcoin, on Coinbase, which I believe was around here, right? Like before this massive green candle, hasn't really dumped all the way back down. We just been consolidating here on the monthly, right on that 0.38 level right there. So I believe we will hold that and then start moving to the upside. But this is a good thing, right? It's listed on Coinbase. It hasn't dumped all the way back down. It's not like a rug pull. And it's set up for, you know, retail to come in and buy this coin on Coinbase, along with Toshi and other coins. So, you know, I think this coin is great because it's lower capped than Toshi too. And it's been holding up pretty well. Very similar to Toshi too. Toshi's kind of similar. It's just that Toshi's more bullish in my opinion. But just in this massive pendant before we break out here to the upside. And I haven't checked out the daily here. Let's see. And yeah, we are getting some bearish here on the daily, right? The 50 crossing over the 25. But, you know, as long as we hold that 25 here, as long as we hold this daily 25 and start breaking that 200, make that 200 support on the daily, then we're good. So Caspa, we got Caspa. Comment your favorite coins. I'll check them out, guys. I'll check them all out. Let's take a look here at Caspa. Let's see how Caspa's doing. I do hold this coin. Very bullish on it. Just been this massive pendant. Right, just in this massive pendant. So it's just getting tight here before we really break out. We get the measured move here for Caspa. It's going to be a massive move to the upside once we break out. You can possibly see, right, around 30 cents Caspa. So I think that's the top, just possibly the next target for Caspa. But the weekly is looking great. We're holding that 25 on the weekly, possibly putting in that higher low right there. And then the 50 MA is resistance. You see how we wick up here twice, right? So back here in May, wick to the 50, rejected. Then we make a comeback here in July, wick to that 50 MA, rejected. But now we're holding that 25. So we are getting bullish, right? We're setting up ourselves here to move up big here for Caspa. And we're getting a bullish crossover right here at the 50 and the 200. So I'm liking the daily. It's looking pretty good here. The bullish crossover. We're holding that 50 on the daily. Most likely we'll break over that 25 and start working our way up to 98, right? So 0.98. So I'm optimistic for Caspa. I think it's a matter of time until Caspa really breaks above that 10-cent level and makes that a support again. Kind of similar to Jasmine, right? Because Jasmine had a very important support, just like Caspa did. Multi-month support. And now it's having a hard time. Well, not hard time, but it's been a while trying to break it. How about BTCH? Bitcoin Cash, you mean? It's been on that 0.10 cent range. Yeah. Not necessarily my favorite, but I hold Alchemy ACH. Thank you. I'm holding out for a comeback. ACH. Okay, I got you. Let's take a look here at BTCH, and then we'll take a look at Alchemy. Wait, do you mean Bitcoin Cash? Because I put BTCH. Let me know if you mean Bitcoin Cash. So ACH Alchemy Pay. I'm on TradingView, but the place where I do leverage trading on is BitUnix. Okay, this is where I do leverage trading on. You guys can use my link in the pinned comment. So ACH, man, ACH. Let me see a better chart here with more history. There we go. This is why I love Gate.io, because it has the full chart for all these coins, really. So yeah, I mean, ACH, it's a very unique chart. Just consolidating sideways, right? It's just been in this channel, horizontal channel here, with a lot of resistance in this level, right? So this is a big point of control for ACH here around that 43 to 35 level. Let me actually put a Fibonacci here. Let's see how we're looking. Yeah, there we go. So put a Fibonacci here. Let's see how we're looking here for ACH. And yeah, you can see there's a lot of resistance here at that 0.38 level. And now we're kind of under that 618, right? So I would say we're bearish right now, because you can kind of see we're under the 618, and we're getting some resistance here on that 25 MA, which is that yellow line right there. So right now we're bearish, but we can flip into bullish here, right? Because we're technically in this uptrend, or we're kind of in the slow ascending channel here. And we can put this higher low here, kind of consolidate here a little bit, and then break into the 618, breaking above that 25, and then make that support. Our next resistance level is going to be here around the 50 somewhere, possibly around 0.28. Right, around 0.28, around there. So it's bearish right now, but it can flip bullish, breaking that 25 and 618 right there. And it's good because it's very oversold. So I mean, these are the times to buy, right? It's low, it's oversold, it's below the 618, but it's showing some bullish signs here long term. It's not like we're all the way down here, back here at zero, at a penny. So it's not completely bearish. It's just a lot of resistance here. I mean, look at this, right? Even on the weekly, just a lot of resistance here. So, you know, based on the charts, this is definitely a coin that's going to take off later on in the bull market. But I don't think it's going to be one of the earlier coins to really explode. But later on, it can. And, you know, just give me my price predictions. If we do explode here for this coin, you want to look here for possibly 49 cents, right? 49 to 73 cents could be the sell zone right here for ACH. All right. Does it work in USA? Yeah, so BitUnix, what I love about BitUnix is that it's KYC free, it's VPN free, meaning you can use this anywhere in the United States. And they have proof of reserves and everything like that. So they're a great platform. And the best thing about using my link is that they love my live stream so much. That's why you can see right here, BitUnix X Sir Lewis live stream special campaign. They love my live so much that they're giving me a special campaign each month. Meaning, when you use my link, it's not just a one-time future bonus reward. It's every month I'm going to update you guys on the new campaign. And then you just follow the deposit and you get that future bonus. And the future bonus, basically, your fees are going to be taken out on it. You can use it for more security for your leverage trading. You can use it for more trades. The only thing is the way the future bonus works is that you can't withdraw that, but you can use that as more liquidity for your trades. And what you can withdraw is the profits from that. You see what I'm saying? So if you get like $400, if you get like a $400 future bonus, you put in a 10x leverage trade, you can withdraw the profits. Okay, but it's great because you're not going to get any fees, and you have more security for your leverage trades, so you don't get liquidated if the markets dump. All right, so definitely check it out on the link, and I'll be updating you guys here on the next campaign for September. Thank you for your analysis, Debbie. Anytime. Thank you for coming to my live stream, and shout out to all the people that are new here. Man, we already got a bunch of new people on here, and this is why I love going live stream, because you know, I always get new people coming on here to the lives and subscribing. So, I'm from Bangladesh. Is there another guy using a simulator, or does he show over audit P&L? You show verifiable audited P&L, or you trust? Well, I'm not trading right now. I'm just showing. I'm just analyzing the charts. Right. I'm not actually trading right now. Prediction for Cardano. Sure. So the Cardano, very bullish on this coin, right? We talked about this coin starting to move because, again, guys, this is what I'm saying. The layer ones are going to be moving just like Cardano. I predict AVAX next. I think AVAX is gonna go to $30 next, and Cardano very soon above $1. Okay. But again, seeing BNB move, it's like ETH is the domino, right? ETH is the domino. And now the layer ones, BNB broke all-time highs. Solana is starting to move. Cardano. And I predict AVAX will be next. So, again, Cardano is one of the most bullish coin. I think, to me, Cardano is one of the best plays out there because it's a top 10 coin. It's still a 3x from its previous all-time highs. Right? It's a USA-based coin. It has a great leader. And the best one is it has a great chart. This is a very bullish chart here. On that pullback, look at that bounce on the 618 and the 25. That is like double bullish signs right there, right? Bouncing on the 25 and 618 right there, which was also our previous resistance range here from back in September of 2023, February of 2024. So we got a heavy rejection right there. I mean, we actually went to 79 cents Cardano. We dumped down to 27 cents. Wow. Wow, that's crazy. And this was last August. So Cardano last August was 27 cents. This August, it's 96 cents. About to hit $1. So, I mean, that's a great deal right there from about a year ago. I also love the fact that Cardano is still kind of oversold here, but it's starting to curl up. You see that right there? That's a good sign. On the monthly, we're starting to curve up. Right, so we're starting to switch that momentum to the upside. It's just that the stochastic on the monthly is kind of delayed a little bit. But again, once we get overbought on Cardano here, it's not going to mean that the top is in just yet. It might take about 3 months for the top to be in once we get overbought, just because the monthly is kind of delayed on the stochastic level. So on the weekly, looking great on the weekly too. We had a pullback here. We bounced on the 25 and the 50, right? That's 72 cents level right there for Cardano. So great to see that. I mean, yeah, Cardano is one of my favorite coins based on the charts. Again, and what's beautiful here too, guys, is this, right? We got rejection on that 25 MA right there here on the weekly, right there, right? Back in May, heavy rejection. Now we flipped it as support. So this is great to see. This is great progress to see here for Cardano. And I believe Cardano, $1, 112 Cardano pretty soon. I'm looking for honest gurus, working on an article about trading gurus. Okay, I'm on to my next guru. Thank you. All right, David. Thanks, bro. Thanks for coming to the live. Yeah, 30 likes. You guys been killing it. Look, comment some more coins you guys want me to check out, because I also want to look here at some coins to enter some longs. So look, I'm bullish on Litecoin. Really like Litecoin, the way it's setting itself up. How's Ondo doing? $1. We actually went below $1 Ondo. We're starting to go above $1 pretty fast here. So there's a lot of coins here that are still at great deals, guys. A lot of coins still at great deals. RSR, one of my favorite coins. Just getting ready to explode, in my opinion. Crypto Holmes, how you doing, man? Thanks for coming to the live stream. Appreciate you on here. Jasmine, how's Jasmine doing? Let's take a look at Jasmine. Is there a Jasmine on Gate? Yeah, there is. So Jasmine on Gate.io. Not looking too bad either. What's up, Mike? Thanks for coming to the live. Yeah, so Jasmine not looking too bad here. I'll expect Jasmine to break over the heavy resistance level here very soon, above that 0.20. Will you be buying the Wolf coin when it launches? What is that? Is that the Trump coin? When is it launching and what platform? Do you know? I mean, probably not as soon as it launches. I might do like what I did with Pump Fund. So I bought Pump after it launched a couple days and just dumped. I bought it as it was kind of like flat or just ranging. And then now I'm up a ton. I'm really up. I don't even know how much I'm up here. I'm not buying any more Pump, but I'm already I'm happy with my holdings for Pump, to be honest. And it's risky, right? It's like it's a big risk. But yeah, I'm up pretty good. But it's a big risk, but I just you know, I believe Pump has a good marketing and all that. If you break the resisted level, are you buying? For what coin? Jasmine? Yes, the Wealth Liberty coin. I'm not sure yet. I set alerts. Okay. Yeah, I might do what I do with Pump Fund. So I might not buy it in the first coming days. Maybe I might wait a week to see it dump, right? So it's probably gonna explode, and then it's gonna start to pull back and put in a new low, and then once it starts to kind of range a little bit, that's probably when I'll buy a little bit. But you know, because I mean that's the thing. A lot of people that were getting this coin, maybe, you know, they're early investors or whatever, they're definitely gonna dump a portion once it pumps. So once it comes out, it's probably gonna pump, but it's gonna be very short lasting, in my opinion. So, and shout out to all you guys who came here from TikTok. I'm banned on both my accounts, if you guys didn't know. So I will be unbanned tomorrow for one of them, so I'll probably go live tomorrow on TikTok and here at the same time. But again, guys, I'm bullish on AVAX. I think AVAX $30 pretty soon. I'm also bullish on Theta. I've been buying Theta. I think this is a good coin. I can see a inverse head and shoulders playing out. I'm liking that for Theta. And I have this coin on spot and also on a 5x leverage trade too. And if you guys, like I said, if you guys want Tangem, I have a 10% off code for Tangem, which is Sir Lewis. Okay, so just use Sir Lewis for Tangem, and my link should be in my bio. And if you want to get Keystone, which I really like, man, I really like Keystone. Open source, 3 element chips, 3 accounts, air gapped hybrid. It can literally connect with any wallet out there. Like the cons, I'll tell you the pros and cons, right? I'm honest with you guys. Like the cons is that it doesn't really have an app interface, right? I wish they had, and I think the reason why is because they want to be just fully open source, and apparently their app isn't open source. So I understand why, because they do have an app, they just don't have it for the Keystone 3 Pro, right? But it's still fine because you can connect it to MetaMask, you can connect it to Rabby, OKX, basically any big wallet except Phantom you can connect it to, and you can basically, you know, hold all those coins, stake it, do whatever you want with it. But it's a great wallet. Yes, the Wealth Liberty coin. Are you still buying? Yeah, I'm still buying a ton. Have you tried to build a AI bot based off of your trading strategy? Yeah, I'm actually going to. I'm going to that's actually something that I'm looking into right now, and I'll keep you guys updated. But I'm building a trading bot based on my strategies. I'll tell you the platform very soon. But it's this great exchange that lets you build your own trading bot. It has a great user interface. And my plan is I want to build a trading bot that people can like invest with it, right? So basically how it works is I build a trading bot, you invest with it, and then the trading bot gets like maybe 5%, like a little portion of the profits made from the trades. So that's what I'm looking into right now. And a big part is like the details, right? Like my trading style. exactly what Papu said. So that's what I'm looking at right now, and it's gonna be called the Sir Lewis trading bot. So I'll let you guys know once it gets launched and what exchange too. Maybe I can help out. Oh, that'd be great. And that'd be great to have some help. Again, I made a bunch of indicators myself. I'll share some indicators here that I made, but I know trading bots is different. But I coded these indicators right here. Let me see. This is my favorite one. Where's the log waves? So again, if you guys want my indicators, you guys can check it out in my link bio. This is one of my favorite indicators I made based on logarithmic. Let me put Bitcoin here a little bit. There we go. It's called the log waves. And again, these are all private indicators I made. And we can see here last time, I mean, we topped out here in the red zone. All right. Each single bull market. So I believe, you know, when we have the last leg here, we're going to explode here and possibly top out here. At least in the red zone here. Right. Somewhere in that red zone is where I see Bitcoin topping out. And I made this indicator for that based on logarithmic wave. Right. If you click on the settings, you can kind of see here. Right. It doesn't show the code, but I coded it that way. This is just one of them. My other one is called the Fib waves. So the Fibonacci waves. And this one, it's great for buying in the bear market because you can see each bear market, we come here in the deep green, and I made it green for a reason. So you know it's time to buy, right? Even in the COVID drop, we went into the deep green. Every single bear market, the best times to buy, you know, based on the log waves. Where is it at? Fib waves. Based on the Fib waves, right? There we go. You come in. So again, next bear market, we're probably going to revisit the deep green level. Right now, the top of that deep green is around 49, 48K. Which is kind of funny because that's where the massive pullback was here for Bitcoin. Around 48K here. We're at 49K. So this is my other indicator. Hey Ken, how do I make a request for what? All right, let's check out. I forgot about the Gaussian channel. Let's take a look at the Gaussian channel. Let's see how we're looking here on the Gaussian channel. Because it's, I mean, look at that. The Gaussian channel and the 50 MA on the weekly, guys, has been absolutely amazing. Each pullback, major pullback, we bounced on it perfectly, right? If I put here the 50 MA in teal, right? Look at that, boom. So, I mean, I would say once we lose that, might be the start of the next bear market. My opinion. Oh, for home. Okay, I got you. I'll do home. But yeah, Gaussian channel. Let me check out the daily here on the Gaussian channel. Oh, wow. Look at that. It's crypto. Look at the daily Gaussian channel right here. You can see the previous pullback. You know, we kind of hold the top band right there. And then this pullback, we're really near that top band again. So, yeah. It's great to see. This is Bitcoin. Let's take a look at home here for Atkin. And man, you guys been killing it this live stream. 51 people, 23 likes. Absolutely amazing. You guys are doing better than TikTok. So home. What type of coin is this? If you don't mind sharing. Is this like a newer coin? Yeah, apparently this has to be a new coin. DeFi. Okay, so it's a DeFi app called Home. It's on Coinbase. So, I mean, this coin, ever since it came out here, it came out back in June. We had a massive dump, right? And then we just been on the run since back in July. Massive uptrend here. It's a DeFi app? Oh, really? Wow, I definitely gotta check it out. Where can I get the indicator So look, all my indicators, basically right here. I'll post a link right here. It's through WAP, so you can get my indicator through WAP. And you can get all my indicators, all my charts too. I'll share some special charts I got here. You'll get my my watch list, my cheat sheet, I mean. And you'll also get all my future indicators. This is my cheat sheet, right? It shows you everything. But I'll post I'll put in the pinned comment. Actually, it's this one. Yeah, and they're all private indicators, but through WAP, WAP is great because after you join it, you just put in your username on the trading view section, and then it just gives you automatically. So, but yeah, this coin looks great. It's in this massive uptrend, so you want to be careful here. You want to be careful if it starts to pull back. Because, I mean, we can have a pullback here to where it basically dropped here when it came out. For sure, we'll probably have a pullback here to around 0.4. So we might go up a little higher for this coin, right? And then pull back to that 0.4, put in the higher low, and then really start to take off. We can have something like that. But looking very bullish so far. I mean, I can see why it's listed on Coinbase. So I believe, I think it's around the WAP for my indicators and all that. So I believe it's 71, but I have a code for 50% off. Just let me know if you're interested. I'll give you the code. I gotta see if the code's active. But again, it's all my indicators. I have a bunch more here. I can show you all of them. This is also my special chart you also get right here. The halving chart. And my Fibonacci chart. So again, this is a very important chart here. Getting the halving. Right, you can kind of see how many days we topped out from the halving. The last two cycles, we topped around 518 to 579. If we get that 579, we put it right here. That brings us to November. But my theory, what I predict is this is going to be an extended cycle, just like each cycle has been an extended cycle, right? Last cycle, it was extended by, a couple more days. It was like 60 days or something. And obviously the one before that was way more days. I mean, it's 365 to 518. So I believe this cycle will hit at least 600 days from the halving, at least in my opinion. Which 600 days brings us to... I really have to go here on the daily, actually. Brings us to November still. Towards the end of November. Yeah. Towards the end of November. But again, this is a special chart. I have another special chart here that you also get with WAP. Along with my indicators. Where is it? This is my Fibonacci chart. Yeah, this is a great chart. Look at that. This is a very important chart because I know it's super bright. Because it's based on Fibonacci, right? You can see right here, we top out right there, January 14, right? This is the first one of the first bull markets, 1,300. The next one, 20,000. Okay, we topped out here at the 236, right? And then the second one, we don't come up here to 287, right? We top out lower, 68, 67, double top. And now, look at that. We're working our way up here to that 1618, which is, I believe, where we can top out. And I'll be bringing a Bitcoin price prediction. But this is my other chart. And again, I'm making more charts because, the whole point of these charts, guys, is to kind of give you a different perspective for this bull market, and it will help you out. It's like a weapon to help you out with the best times to sell, right? So I want to pull back. It's been strong the past 20, 30 days. I mean, we did have a pullback. We're still kind of in the pullback right now. Say coin analysis. Sure, we'll take a look at Say. Take a look at Say. Man, it's so hot in here. Say is getting ready to really take off. I mean, it's we already had that pullback here to the 618. So we broke the 618, got rejected at the 0.5. We pulled back, bounced on the 618, and now we're getting ready to break through that 0.5. And our next level is 50 cents. Right, 50 cents Say. So look, I'm bullish on Say. I've been buying this massive pullback for Say. I'm up a ton already. I bought a ton here from 20 to 30 cents. I didn't buy the absolute bottom, but still, it's a great coin because it bounced off, right? It had a beautiful bounce here from 13 cents. Amazing. And we're just flipping these past resistance level, right? If we look here at the 6 MA again, you can see on the daily, we're holding that 25 MA right there. Boom, right? We're starting to move up. On the weekly as well, we just blasted through that 50 MA. So if we do pull back, that 50 MA, which is around 33 cents, might be the last pullback here. 30 cents. But again, Say is looking great. Very optimistic about this coin. You can kind of see kind of an inverse head and shoulders playing out here on the daily, right? Boom. So kind of getting an inverse head and shoulders for Say. So I think this coin is going to run big. Good Sunday to you, Sir Lewis. In your opinion, approximately what win percentage on trades and how many consecutive green months would justify increasing risk level? Example, $50 to $100 risk per trade. That's a great question by Jeff. That's a great question. And, you know, it's a very important question because when people get into trading, they really don't, they're not really accountable of their trades, right? They just go to $100. They just increase it right away without having any, keeping up with their trades, right? So, it's a great question. But I would say, based on the win percentage, man, I would say, you know, let's say, you know, you're 50-50, you're winning 5 out of 10 trades. If you can get up to at least 7 out of 10 trades, 7 to 8, right, and you get consistent 7 to 8 out of 10, then I would say that's when you increase it, maybe 50 to 80 bucks, and then 80 to 100 bucks, right? But if you're 50-50, right, or even 6 out of 10, you want to have at least 7 to 8, I would say. But that's the key, right? Having winning trades and really building up a consistent strategy.
New subscriber.
Okay, Tech, you don't know what you're talking about? Hey, bro, appreciate you coming on here, wasting your time. Right, sad for you to come out here wasting your time hating on people in the live stream. It's kind of pathetic in a way. 10, what's up, 10? Thanks for coming to the live stream. Sir, please teach us how to use volume. Yeah, volume's pretty good. I think even book maps. The thing though with volume, right, in book maps is that a lot of it can be in order books too, right? A lot of it can be kind of deceiving, right? Because one instant you're seeing a lot of volume or you're seeing a lot of trades at a certain price point, and then the thing is it can like change, right? The trades can change. So that's one thing I would say about volume and all that. But you know, volume is pretty important. I'll say money flow is a great indicator for volume. And I use money flow a lot too right here in green. Thanks, you're the man, Sir Lewis. Those are high standards, all good. Yeah, it is pretty high, right? Some people do it at 6 out of 10 trades. But I would say at least 7, right? 7 out of 10. But you know, when you're trading, try to use low money. As you get consistent, you get more confident, then you increase it as you go. And that's one thing too I recommend to guys is that use actual money, right? Don't use like copy trading or fake money. Because when you use actual money, it kind of, you also grow your emotional side, right? Because let's say you get a bad trade and you just lose you lose that trade, you get stopped out, that affects your emotional side. Like, man, I just, lost this amount of money on this trade. And that, if you use fake money, because some platforms have fake money or like fake trading or whatever, right? With fake money, it doesn't really test out your emotional side, and the emotional side is very important. So, trolls are jealous. You've been pretty consistent, Pat. Thank you, I appreciate it. Yeah, I don't know how these guys come out here, right? They've never seen my videos, never seen my live streams, don't know anything about me, and they're like, oh, you know what you're talking about. When I called out so many times, a lot of these coins, a lot of, what's going on in the last years. I literally posted a video on YouTube showing you the Bitcoin bottom at 115K, at 15K. So it's insane. Please, what are the most indicator a trader must use? I mean, I would say the stochastic RSI is a pretty important indicator, because it can kind of show you the momentum, right? And bullish divergences as well, which is this one right here. I have my own indicator, which I have stochastic, money flow, and the RSI. But I would say the stochastic RSI is a really good indicator. And you can kind of see right here, right? We go over here to overbought. We get overbought right here. Then we have a massive dump. So it's pretty good. Please, what are your thoughts on Pepe? Someone said that Pepe is gonna be burning coins this next coming week. I don't know if that's true, but let me know if that's true. But Pepe looks great, right? Pepe looks like it's ready to rip it once it breaks out of this pendant. So I don't think Pepe is done yet. I believe it can top out here from 4 zeros 84 all the way to possibly 4 zeros 12, 4 zeros 13 level, which for Pepe, that's still a 7x to 11x. All right, so, and it's gonna break out of this pendant very soon. On the weekly too, we're kind of holding that 25, but we're rejecting that 50. So we're just ping-ponging here between the 25 and 50, right? Boom, boom, and then once we break out of that pendant, we break that 50 as well. Then we really start to move here for Pepe. So very bullish on Pepe. Look at euro dollar. What's euro dollar? What's the tag for it? I'll search it up here. Phantom, what's up? RSI, good. This indicator will accompany you throughout your life as a trader to learn. Yeah, RSI, stochastic RSI, I think are pretty good. I think they're pretty good. And the moving averages too. Yeah, I would say the moving averages too. Yeah, paper trading, that's what it's called. Paper trading. Paper trading does not give you skin in the game. Personally, as long as I take a nice pattern that checks out on a higher time frame, I live with the results. Yeah, exactly. I agree with what Jeff just said. But I know a lot of people recommend paper trading. It's just that, at the end of the day, it's it's not real money. So, if you put $1,000 trade or whatever and you lose out, you're not really gonna care. So it's Euro USD. So let's right here. I think it's this one, right? All right, so this is like the first time I do a forex here. Look at the first euro. Kind of give my thoughts on it. But I mean, this is a massive pump here for the euro that we had here from back in January. But I would say, yeah, I mean, there's a probabilities that we pull back here, right? I don't see this exploding this level. There's a lot of resistance right here. I think even if we look here, you can kind of see, I mean, yeah, we can go up a little higher, right, to that 200 MA. But we can already start to see here with this candle. Right, so we might go to a highest 119, 118 level. But if we pull back, we might pull back to 112, around the 50 MA. So I'm more bearish than bullish for at the moment. For the moment, for Euro. I see 112 level. Okay. But I mean, not bad long term. I just see it pulling back here in the short term. Wow, 66 people. Let's go, guys. You guys been absolutely killing it in the live streams. Again, I'm bullish for Bitcoin. As long as Bitcoin, you want to keep your eyes on Bitcoin on the daily. Holding that 25. If we lose that daily on the 25 here, we're going to that 115K. Okay, so again, there's a possibility we can crash down to 115,800. This might be the week. So just be aware. Please, what time frame is the best for beginners? It really depends on your type of trading. So scalping, long term, I would say the daily, the 4 hour, I think is great. The weekly. But if you're day trading, obviously you want to use the 1 hour lower. Right. Let's actually zoom in here for Bitcoin and see if we're bearish here on the 4 hour. 4 hour trying to hold that 200 for its dear life right here on the 4 hour, right? So, you know, if losing that 200 MA on the 4 hour might be the signal here for Bitcoin dumping down to 115. So if we lose here the next 4 hour, we might start coming down here to 117. And then we lose that 116,500 and then 115. So very situational right now for Bitcoin. For scalping, yeah, I mean, for scalping, when I do scalping, I always use the 5 minute, the 15, the 3 minute. But I start with like the 30 minute and the 1 hour, and then I'll work my way down. KDA coin, still have any scoop? KDA, I don't have any KDA, but I'll check it out. I know this is a big coin. I remember this coin last bull market, Cardano, right? But man, this coin it's looking horrible. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't mean we pump here from this descending wedge, but you know, it's not where you want to be for crypto right now. It's below its bear market lows here. Slightly below its bear market lows. So, I mean, if we do pump here for Cardano, we might come here to 70 cents. But that's going to be a massive resistance level at that 25. And again, this coin was worth was around 23 bucks. So I'm kind of curious. Let's check out the inflation on Cardano, because I'm pretty curious here to see if we have bad inflation for this coin. And the website that I do that with is marketcapup.com. You guys know that. It's a free website. So hopefully they have it right here. So this is marketcapup.com. I'm just kind of curious here to see Cardano. Put it right there. So basically, we're getting the market cap. So if Cardano had the same market cap from when it was 23 bucks and we inject it into it right now, how much would it be worth? This is basically what we're doing. So we click right here, KDA all-time high, 11 bucks. Okay, so kind of like halfway there, right? 11 bucks around here. If it had the same market cap, it'll be worth 11 bucks. So, you know, there is inflation. There for sure there is inflation on this coin. You know, inflation, that's the thing. Inflation plus not a lot of demand, it kind of brings the coin down a ton. And that's why we're not in this uptrend. We're still down here. But the good thing is that with more demand, right, with altcoin season, more liquidity, quantitative easing, this coin is probably going to pump too. It's just that I don't see this coin breaking the past all-time highs unless it has a miracle and a massive utility of people coming into this coin, but in high demand. But this coin can possibly top out around 130, 150. It's all situational. You want to see where we are in the bull market if we are at these levels. Okay. NA5, what? All those indicators I have are worthless, really? You're saying they're worthless, right? When I have here Bitcoin topping out here in the red zone, right here as well, right? And you're saying it's worthless, right? Even right here, the past back in 2013, right? And I had this indicator since right here, right? Since 2020. And I saw that we were up here with the euphoria and everything going on. This is a great time to sell. Right? And this is also why I've been so bullish each massive pullback, is based on this indicator. I'm like, yeah, it's not time. We're not at the peak of the bull market yet, because we're not in that near that red zone. Now this time we can top out in the bottom band, right, or close to that red zone. Okay. But this is why I've been so bullish, because this is one of the main indicators. And this guy has to come out here, has no idea what he's doing, right? What he's saying, and saying it's worthless. And then we have the Fibonacci, based on Fibonacci, showing you the best times to buy here in the bear market, right here in the green zone, when Bitcoin was 15K, 22K, 30K, you know, the best times to buy. Even catching that COVID drop right here, right, when we had the COVID dip to 3K Bitcoin in the green zone right here as well. Right, and this is based on Fibonacci levels, so you can see right here. You can see right here, this is based on the Fibonacci level. So, you know, but again, these, you know, there's a lot of clowns out here. So, does ETH have an unlimited supply? I honestly don't know too much about ETH's tokenomics. From what I heard, I think technically it does. But has something that burns a lot of the coins, right? So it's deflationary. Nara10, thank you. So please help me withdraw my crypto from my Toncoin crypto wallet. I'll pay you some. Hey Nara10, man, I'm out to ban you. All right, buddy. You're definitely a scammer. Yeah, do not put that seed phrase, okay? Do not put that seed phrase. I make videos and I get all these comments all the time. People saying like, "Oh, can you help me out with my seed phrase, with my wallet?" And then they put a seed phrase. There's so many comments like that, and it's obviously a scam. I don't know what it does. I just know that, you know, you put it in and somehow, you know, they're able to get something from your phone, or I don't know. But just don't do it. Anytime Atkins. What type of Fibonacci? It's just a regular Fibonacci. So it shows you the Fibonacci zones here. Right, so these are the Fibonacci levels that it has. So you can see right here. It's called the Fib waves. But wow, 42 likes, guys. You guys been killing it. Appreciate it. So this is another indicator here that's great too. I have my own version, but as you guys know, the Pi cycle indicator has been pretty accurate. I made my own version. This is my own version right here. And you can see right here, the Pi cycle indicator is basically two MAs, the 350 and 111. And the previous tops here, every time they basically tighten up, we had the top, right, which is right there. And the previous one was very clear. We actually crossed over. Boom.
New subscriber.
And then the one before that. So I mean, every single cycle, the Pi cycle indicator has been accurate. So far this cycle, we're getting close now. You can see right here. This is how we look this cycle. And this is why I was so happy I was so happy for this pullback here. We actually got rejected right down that 111 pi cycle indicator on the weekly. But the reason why I was so happy is because we were starting to tighten up here for the pi cycle indicator for Bitcoin. And then with this drop, we kind of distanced ourselves more. Right? So, you know, breaking all-time highs here before the halving. It was great that we pulled back here to 49K. Because it kind of delayed the top, right? Unless we would have had a premature top. But you can see right here, we're getting, I don't want to say we're just close yet. But all it takes is really Bitcoin to really take off here to like 138K, 150K. This is going to start to really move close together here, right? And then once they get close, I wouldn't even wait for a crossover. Because I believe last bull market, we crossed over probably for like a day or something, right? It was just a, look at that. Maybe like a week or something that we crossed over. And compared to the previous one, I mean, the previous one was much obvious. You can see clear crossover. So this time, you know, even if we get close to it, just like this, I'm gonna be selling most of my crypto. And I believe this will happen pretty similar to the last cycles. We'll get close here with the pi cycle indicator. So, great indicator. But yeah, this week's definitely gonna be big. And again, guys, I just want to thank you guys so much. You guys have been absolutely killing it. 43 likes. Again, if you guys want to get the Keystone, use code Lewis. All the links are in my my link bio. I also have the Trezor link if you want the best link for Trezor. It's all there. In fact, all the coins that I like are in order from number 1 to the last one. So if you actually look at it, I have the Keystone first because it's my favorite wallet. Then I have Trezor. So I got Keystone, Trezor, Tangem, Elipal, and Ledger. They're all right there. If you use the link, you'll get a pretty good deal. Sir, please, I have a problem from working my way from 1 hour time frame to 5 minute as a scalper. You have a problem? What do you mean you have? Now, I'll say, you know, start with the 1 hour, 30 minute. Look at the long-term trend, right? Chart it a little bit and then work your way down to the 15, 30, 5 minute. Do you have a minute to look at Swift coin? Yeah, I do. We'll look at Swift coin here before I go off. But I will be back live again. As you guys know, I've been going live every other day here this week. With Swift coin, it looks like it's been consolidating here in this pendant. Not too bad, right? You can kind of see here on the weekly, we're holding that 50 MA. So, I mean, we're kind of breaking it right now, which is bearish. But you know, we can easily just pump back here to that 50, that 25 here, right? Even though we broke it. And we're getting bearish crossovers here too. So yeah, I mean, there's a chance we can, if you have a massive dump here, right? We can possibly come here to 008 if we break this pennant to the downside. If you look here on the weekly. So if you break that pennant to the downside, you could possibly come to 008. Which, I mean, you know, if we're kind of slow, we might catch up to that 100 there somewhere. Possibly towards the end of August and September. But it may flip. Right now it's kind of neutral. It may flip bearish. If we drop down here to
New subscriber
to 10. Or I'll say if we drop here to 10, there's a big chance we can come here to that 0.09. Right? If you look here on the 4 hour too, there's a lot of bearish signs here, right? So I would say, you know, most likely it'll pull back a little bit more. Like I said, that 0.010, 0.009 level. Would be a good target if we do have a massive crash. But I mean, long term though, you know, even if we pull back here, we're still looking pretty good. Because this coin has been in this really long-term uptrend here, putting higher highs, higher lows. And I believe if you pull back, this will just be another higher low to break the highs from back in January. So I am liking Swift. It's pretty good. When you do have time to day trade, once you trade your triggers, are you as calm and cool as collected as you present here in the group chat, or does heart rate increase some? Great question by Jeff. So I mean, for scalp trading, it does, right? It does increase. It's more, that's why I like scalp trading, because it's really intense. But you know, the way that I make it less intense is I ladder in. I don't go all in on an entry. And that should be a goal. It should be a goal to make it less intense, you know, less emotional. But it is a big difference from scalp trading and like long-term trading. Like long-term trading, I have a lot of coins in a long-term trade right now, 10x, 5x, and I'm very, very, very calm just like this. But in scalp trading, depending on the trade, yeah, it can get crazy. So when I go live, my specific time is usually 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. Either 8:30 or 9 p.m. Eastern time is when I usually go live. Okay, so you guys know. But just put a notification bell on my channel, and you also get like notified when I go live. You guys can also join the Telegram group if you guys have Telegram. I don't know if you do, but I post there when I go live too. Right. But yeah, around 9 p.m. Eastern time, because I am in near New York, so that's when I go live around the nighttime. But I just want to thank all of you guys. We got over 44 likes. You guys killed it today. Shout out to all the new people on here. Thank you guys for coming. I'll be going live throughout this whole entire bull market because I want to be giving you guys updates on what's going on in the charts, when I'm bullish, when I'm bearish. Right now, I'm bullish long term. I think it's a great opportunity to buy the dip. Be buying all these pullbacks. You know, the bull market pullbacks are for buying, not financial advice. It's different types of pullbacks, but once we really get extended here is when I'm gonna start flipping bearish, maybe in a couple months or going into 2026. All right, so thank you, Harley, thank you, Ten, Debbie, Jeff, Steven, thank you all of you guys for coming on here. I appreciate all of you guys, and thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys in the next live stream.